Say, have you ever seen a redwood? You know, those enormous trees that grow out west. Well, what if I told you you could have one for your own living room? Or at least part of it, that is. Susan Watson found a creative furniture designer who makes those redwood dreams a reality.
These may not be the sounds you immediately associate with Music City, but for Kelly Maxwell, the sound coming from his workshop at Littlebranch Farm is definitely music to his ears.
There's not a greater joy to me than taking a raw chunk and sanding it and just peeling back the layers to find the treasure that's inside.
And that will be a nice piece of wood.
We use wood that is harvested from dead standing trees or trees and logs that were left on the forest floor to create unique one-of-a-kind pieces. And that wood most commonly for us comes from the Pacific Northwest. The trees get big out there, you get really unique burls like the big leaf maple burls that we have in the showroom, the Claro walnut burls, the Buckeye burls, even the redwood burls. The redwoods, you know, pre-1960 were cut pretty heavily, and a lot of those stumps and roots and logs were left on the forest floor and not used.
Wood that was once left behind as trash is now sought after and prized as Kelly and his crew cut and then patiently sand and finally apply their unique natural hand-rub finish to create custom furniture that blends art and function.
Kelly's furniture is formidable but elegant at the same time, a definite conversation piece and almost impossible to resist. It's rustic, but the finish is smooth as silk.
And that's 100% technique because it's all in the sanding and technique. I like organic, I like natural beauty. I don't like to stain the wood, I like to see the wood truly as it is.
Although they look rather unsightly from the outside, burls are a tree's natural response to stress from an injury or viral or fungal infection. As the burls age, their colors and chaotic patterns create a distorted beauty, one that Kelly appreciates and highlights at Littlebranch Farm.
This is a big leaf maple burl out of Northern California, Oregon area. This is a burl that grew on the outside of the tree. You know, burls can grow up on the tree or as a nodule or down in the ground. This one was actually growing around the tree. The tree was about 32 to 36 inches in diameter. You can see here the center of the tree. Right. And this burl just grew all the way around it. It is 7 foot long. I believe it was probably a 7 foot round, but to mill it, they actually cut it down on the sides to get it inside their mill. So this burl is actually 62 inches wide by 7 foot long.
It's amazing.
Big leaf maple burl.
And beautiful.
You might think that something so beautiful should be admired from afar, not subjected to something as messy as daily life, but that is precisely what Kelly designs for.
It's meant to be functional furniture. It is usable. It's finished to be durable, to hold up. If you buy a dining room table, it's meant to be used as a dining room table, not just to look at as a pretty art piece over here. Yes, it is art in the home, but there's functional art, and that's what we create here. Wood is, in my opinion, the one component that warms a room. I don't care if you've got a colonial style home or an ultra modern home, contemporary, whatever that is, a natural piece of wood will warm that space and will fit.
Because it's part of nature.
It's part of nature. You're just bringing a piece of nature into the house, into your home, into your life where you can enjoy it every day.
It's going to be a hanging vanity. We'll actually flip it over, carve a sink into it, put the faucet down in it. Anthony Blacksmith do me up a set of chains to be able to hang it up, all with mounting brackets to be able to hang from the wall, just be suspended. Kind of looks medieval.
The spacious showroom is filled with beautiful tables, headboards, vanities, and mantels. However, for most clients, this is simply a point of inspiration. Most head on back to the workshop where they can browse through the hundreds of slabs that are waiting to be turned into someone's special heirloom piece.
Sometimes I want to come in and literally just pick up a sander and feel like they've had a contributor portion to it. And I take the time to educate them in the appropriate way to sand.
Kelly understands the desire to be part of the process, to be part of revealing some hidden beauty in nature, and maybe a hidden talent in oneself. It was less than 20 years ago that he was working happily as a paramedic when his stepdaughter asked him to build some benches for her rustic wedding. With encouragement from friends and family, he took his work to a craft fair and sold it all. From that humble beginning, Kelly has built a name for himself with clients throughout the South and across the globe. He's grateful that he gets to do what he loves, and humbled that what he's creating today will be bringing joy for many years to come.
It brings me a lot of joy knowing that any of my pieces could be passed on from one generation to the next, and I think it's great.